Hi everybody, thanks for joining Create with Dee. Today we're going to learn how to stamp onto tiles so that you can make your very own coasters to either use in your own home decor or to give as a gift. Let's get started. What we're going to need, of course, are some stamps and some tile. I got my tile at the Home Depot and I believe there were 9 pieces. They're 4 by 4. And this is what they look like. It's a relatively smooth surface, but it's porous, and then that's what it looks like. Now you can buy these tiles that both sides look like this. They're a lot cheaper, but you know, they're not as good because the surface is what we're looking for. And to make the coasters, we're also going to need some little pads for the feet, and again, I got these at the Home Depot at the same time. So I absolutely am crazy about so many things in the 2017 Occasions catalog, and Dragonfly Dreams stamp set, and actually it's part of a bundle with matching dies, is no exception to what I was loving. And so that's what the stamp set that I used to make my tile. So what we need is StazOn ink, and StazOn is a permanent ink. So what's nice is after you do the stamping, you don't have to do a sealer on it or anything else. It's just good to go. Okay, so the first thing that I want to do is I'm going to take the background, and in this case I'm using the Sentiment to a Wonderful Friend, and I'm going to ink it up and just randomly stamp it on the tile. So get that, and the first one I like to go ahead and center in the upper top just to kind of get it started, and then re-ink it, and then we're just going to go to the left, oops, kind of smudge that just a little bit, and to the right. Okay, and then the next row, just offset it however you'd like to do. And just kind of keep building your rows. We'll do one more together, and then I'll pause the video and do the rest off camera. So again, we're just stamping the background. Okay, you get the idea, and I'll finish off camera. So now I have my background stamped on all over it, and what we want to do is we want to take basically a little layer off of the stamp. So like here I've sanded it in order to lighten up our background. So just with a sanding block, I happen to have a craft sanding block, but you can use, you know, sanding paper. I think you could probably even use a nail file. And we're just going to go ahead and sand the background. Again, kind of just go for it. Now, if you use a sanding paper, I guess it's always better to start out with one that's a little finer gauge and work your way up. But I think you could even take one of those heavy-duty emery boards and do it too. Okay, so again, you can see where we're just taking a little bit of the color off. Next, take a cloth or a napkin that's not going to be too, I guess, fibery, and we're just going to wipe down the surface of our block. Next, take the Dragonfly image, and we'll ink that up. And we'll stamp that right on top. And actually, since the whole thing did not quite go on the ink pad, I'm going to take the ink pad to the Dragonfly. Okay, so now we just went to stamp our top image wherever we want. I'm going to try to get it centered and press. And there we go. We have our little image, and it's ready to go right now. And I'll show you a little trick about what I mean is that you don't need a sealer or anything on it. So here's a bowl of water, And here's the one that we just did. And since it stays on, you know, it's not going to bleed or anything, and you can use it immediately. How awesome is that? And on this one that I did, my sample one, I actually stamped a second time over it just because I wanted a little more intense image, but I did lose some of the detail on the little wings on it. So here, you know, again, I can wipe it and it's not going to go anywhere. A set of 4 of these wrapped up with a bow on it. Going to be a personal, cute little gift. Thanks for watching, everybody, and happy crafting. Bye-bye.